in my own hometown. Stranger.
Howdy folks, Little John, and a bit of a catch-up video. So we didn't get 5 on Friday last week. It's Tuesday now, and you know, just going to have a bit of a chat about weddings and the return of the fridge pirates. As everyone's pretty much aware, my young fella's wedding was on the weekend, which is why there was no 5 on Friday last Friday. I tried to get one in, but as one learns, when you've got time frames, things always take a bit longer than you planned, and people always turn up earlier than you expected. Between the two, getting set up and ready for everyone to get here. Local show on the weekend as well, so had to get beers delivered for the local home brew contest. I just didn't have time for a 5 on Friday, so I thought I'd sit down, just finish work, just starting to feel normal to some degree, have a bit of a beer and have a bit of a natter about how things went. So anyway, having myself a quick single fin, old Gage Roads. This is one of the 2 beers we served up at the wedding. There's also Lowenbrow. Everyone knows that. Good old. That was the 2 beers of the wedding, and I've got a couple of cartons left. I've got 3 cartons of Lowenbrow left and 2 cartons of single fin. So that sort of helps to cover the dent that's been made over the weekend. But I really don't need 3 cartons of Lowenbrow. So I'm probably going to turn most of that into a whiskey, I believe. I think that's going to be its demise. And the single fin, well, I might just stick them in the fridge and drink them. These don't go too bad. And the beauty was, because we had to order them in specially, because the local shop only carries 1 or 2 cartons to go. They're nice and fresh and drinking really nice. So anyway, the wedding went off without a bloody hitch, let me tell you. We had a great weekend. We had the relays here Friday night. We had about a bit over 30 people here for dinner on Friday night. We had a few drinks. We pulled up stumps early, which was probably just in time, because we were starting to get a bit of a taste for the bourbons and the scotches, and we're starting to get a little messy. So we pulled up a little bit early. Wedding went off without a hitch. Really good. We had a bloody great time. Apart from the rain that decided to happen the moment that the bride pulled up in the car to the ceremony. But it only lasted a couple of minutes, cleared off, and everyone continued on their way. We had a good night. We finished off back here. I think I crawled into bed about 4:30 on Sunday morning, with a gut full of beer and bourbon and whiskey, and back up again nice and early to host brunch for just under 50 people. But we got through it all well, as they say. No one died, and only 1 motel room got destroyed. So that's pretty successful as far as I'm concerned. So my young bloke's now a married man, and my bank balance is considerably lighter. These wedding capers aren't real bloody cheap, and I found that out the bloody hard way. But good thing, I've got all these little, like I said before, I've got all these little jobs around the place all finished. So the yard and stuff's looking really good, which I'm pretty pleased with. So wedding's done. Everyone's finally gone home with stretched out. Look, We had a great time. Love me relays. We had a great time. But I tell you, it's just been chaos. Yeah, so, yeah. Everyone's gone home and just poking around the garage as a result. And as I said, the return of the fridge pirates. I've discussed them before. You know, people, they come to your house, they bring beer, they invariably leave it behind. Now, different reasons for it, but again, I've got the amount of beer sitting around I don't particularly really have a use for. Again, you know, common culprit with the brother around. Bloody Tilly's extra dry. Gotta say he's done well. I think he's only left about 4 bottles this time, which isn't too bad out of a full carton. And they're probably the 4 he didn't drink for breakfast on Sunday. Great Northern. Again, they've been left here before, and these don't last long. I get these out of the garage as quick as I can. Who knows what sort of shit they might cause. I don't trust them. One of the wife's uncles wanting some Henninger. No one's left me Henninger before, and yeah, Jesus, there's about 3 of them. So 1 or 2 of them might find their way in the fridge. You know, there's nothing wrong with German lager. It's always worth having a go at. It's been a while since I've had a Henninger, so I'll have a go at those. 150 lashes. Someone turned, I don't know who it was, I can't remember what top of my head who it was, but someone turned up here with a 6-pack of 150s. And let me tell you, I left 5 of them here. So the person who chose 150 lashes as their beer of choice didn't like it either. So that doesn't say much for it, does it? But anyway, not too bad. It's less than a carton of extra beers, so I can deal with that. That's not a problem. So yeah, that's what's happened. Wedding's been and gone. Things are getting back to normal, to some degree. So going away this week. End of the week on Friday, we're off up to the Central Coast, of New South Wales. So, up there for a week. So as I said, it's going to push some pressure on. So I don't think there'll be a 5 on Friday this week, and probably won't be next week either. But it does mean that when I get back next weekend, I'll be able to get back into doing a little bit of brewing. Especially with the long weekend, so there'll be at least a brew coming at that point. And when I finish here, I'm gonna put together my first mash to work towards the first run of Little John's bourbon. So that'll be something a little bit of a sidetrack, a little bit of a sideline to the beer. Yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of focus on it. I said I'm only learning what I'm doing, and I certainly aren't in a place where I'm going to be able to educate anybody about doing that sort of thing. But hey, I might throw some small videos together of the process, and just to document it and see what goes along. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm really going to knock on with today. Like I said, I've got some beers coming up. Still got plenty of beer here. The Rellos didn't actually put anywhere near as much of a dent in the stocks as I thought they may have. It would appear we're all getting old, and no one really drinks as much as they used to. So the stocks didn't take too much of a knocking around. But yeah, it's been a while since I've bloody punched out a brew, and I really need to get back in. I'm really feeling a bit lost. So there'll be something coming out. I don't know exactly what. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions on something you might like to see, a video of whatever, or maybe suggestion on what the next split batch experiment might be, yeah, throw them up in the comments. We'll see how we go. I do still have to get on to Kingsley's Passion Fruit Cerveza, the kit version. I do have the stuff here to do that, so that will happen soon. And it may well be the next beer that comes out. We'll see. I'm not in a rush to get anything particular in the kegs, so that may well be the next option. And like I said, any suggestions, put them down there. If you have hit the subscribe button, hit it down the bottom of there so you can get notified when things are happening, because it's going to start getting back to normal. There'll be experiments going on, there'll be beers going left, right and centre. So yeah, tag on, come for the ride. So that's me for the moment. Put this away and get on with getting this mash happening. I'll pop a video on it. That's going to be the first video for what I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm going to just tag that series as the whiskey jar, and so that'll be sideline. So yeah, a lot of you guys that are doing the beer aren't going to be interested, but we'll have a bit of fun and a little bit of craziness as we go. A few shit and giggles, and we'll do things the Little John way, just a little bit off centre and not quite right. So till I see you again anyway, we're talking beer, drinking beer, brewing beer, good brewing. If you happen to be at the wedding, it was good to have a drink with you.